Yo guys, it's going on? Toby here, or Toby, and welcome back to another episode of Search for Silverware. Now, in the last video, I think you guys saw me drawing 1-1 with Burnley at home, and that was a good result for us on our first game in the Championship, and hopefully we're going to carry that form. Well, could you call it form? I don't know. Well, hopefully we're going to improve as the season progresses, and maybe finish in a mid-table spot. I don't know. We shall see what happens. But yeah, let's get on with this. Jizzle chases Belanta. What a headline. Sounds a bit wrong, but that's what you get with a name like Jizzle. Right, so we got Belanta set to sign for us for 80 grand. After 20 games, they get another 20 grand, which will take the total fee to 100 grand. Look at that math. Brilliant. So I'm just going to accept that because he looks set to be a star, Belanta. I'm not going to lie. Look at those stats. I mean, he's 22 already, but nothing we can't work with. Okay, so someone pointed out to me, like in the last video, that I actually did miss the scout report, and I went back and I looked so stupid because it was actually there. I was like, oh, my scout can't handle it. But then someone else said, why do I only have one scout? Which is true, because since I've come into a bit of money, I guess I should start spending that on stuff. So this season, I think, I'm gonna try and work on training a bit, get some good backroom stuff to help deal with the training schedules and all that jazz. Hang on, let me just, because I found the scout report earlier and now I've lost it. Let's see if I press enter. There it is. So I missed it. But yeah, it gives you like an in-depth analysis of the team you're about to play. And look, we've got Wimbledon in the League Cup, so you guys are going to get 2 match days this week, so we're going to look at their team report first. Your goalkeeper's ranked quite highly. If he plays, he should be a difficult one to beat. They're currently 4th in League 2, which we've just come up from. Hopefully we should be able to handle them with the strength of our squad, because we did kind of like boss the league. Now there's not too much to tell from match stats at the moment, since they've only played 1 game, so it might be a bit unreliable, but we're going to go ahead and make assumptions based on the stats. We can say they like to try and pass it around, seeing as they got more possession. They did in general control the game against Burton, but Burton might be a side a lot weaker than them. And they employ the 4-1-2-1-2. Now someone was telling me this was a very effective formation against bigger teams. So I guess we can be considered a bigger team since we're in the league above them now. So I might have to not take any risks and boss the midfield, because that is a really narrow formation on this game, the 4-1-2-1-2. So they're gonna try and attack down the middle, I guess. So I'm gonna have to congest the midfield a bit, maybe play the 4-3-3, which is not like a standard 4-3-3. You have like 1 defensive midfielder, 2 central midfielders, and then you have 2 wingers and a striker up front. So it's like, I don't know, it's a bit different to like the way you'd see it on other games like FIFA. If I show you here, it's like that. That's the 4-3-3. So I might have to employ that. Ask Richard Dobson to pick that. And we have players to fill all those positions, so we'll see how effective it is against them. Hopefully we should be able to control the game and counter their giant killing formation. Okay, so this is a list of all the stuff we have at the moment. Not many, as you can see. I'm really budgeted there, but since we have a bit of money, I'm gonna try and splash some cash on maybe a couple, I don't know, just coaches. So if you go search staff and then go coaches, I'm not really gonna go to it. I think I told you guys the attributes that were most important. I think it is motivating, discipline and determination for coaches. For scouts, you want oh crap, I just realized the scout I signed was someone that was more tuned to being a coach. Oh wow. Yeah, for scouts you want these ones. judging player ability and potential, and then maybe, I don't know, level of discipline. I'm just going to tick all 5 of them. Them 5. I'm going to keep them at like 10 or 12. Okay, so here's some decent. Oh, these are coaches though. I want some decent scout. Oh crap! Decent scouts with those attributes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, so my scout is good for that. Okay, that's cool then. That's all blessed. If I go to coaches and get some. What do we want a coach for? Defense? We'll get a coach tuned to defending. So big attributes, discipline, determination, motivating, and then we'll get defense coaching. I think that's all we'll need. Alright, local. We'll get some of the unsigned guys because they should come for cheaper. Maybe I'll nick that Bristol Rovers guy, but these are all youth coaches to be honest. Let's see, Chris Tiffin, approach to sign. Yep, that's all good. I don't mind paying you 500 quid a week. Finalise deal, exit talks. And maybe we'll have to pay on compensation. We want to avoid that, so we'll go for this guy. Actually, we don't need 2 defensive coaches, do we? We just need 1. I tell you what, we'll go more into coaching in a bit. Where actually, I'm going to sign him anyway because he does 4-3-3. But we'll go more into coaching in a bit when I show you guys the training schedules and all that in depth. Okay, so we're getting our first coach, Tiffin. I think he's in the 4-4-2 formation if I'm correct. So maybe I'll have 2 defensive coaches for 2 different types of positions. Or formations rather. Right, so this is the League Cup first round and these are all the fixtures. You can pause the video and go through them if you want. I'm just going to scroll down. And there's the rest of them. And we're up at home against AFC Wimbledon. And they're going to probably play a 4-1-2-1-2, which is a really narrow formation. So, like I said earlier in the video, I think, I've decided to employ the 4-3-3 formation in order to counter that tactic, because I think it congests the midfield a bit and makes it more difficult for them to break down. And I think we're going to go with a slightly more narrow approach. We're going to try and control the possession because this is a formation that allows you to do that. And if I go to team instructions, and where is it? There it is, width. If I go with a narrow approach, push my defensive line a bit higher up, I just want to try and like close in the field, make it hard for them to play their football. And yeah, we'll hit them on the counter as well. Focus passing. Well, when we're attacking, we'll focus passing down the flanks, but just to congest the midfield, I'm keeping the formation narrow. And I think I'm happy with that team. Let me see. I'll get Richard Dobson on it. Yep, he's just changed the bench up for me a bit. Auto number, submit numbers. Alright, we're cool. So yeah, that is why scout reports are useful, because it helps you to sort of anticipate your opposition's moves. Hopefully the tactics I've chosen will work out for me. Put my assistant in charge of the opposition team talk, and I'll give the overall team talk. Show him what you can do. Switch up. Why is he switched off? Right, okay. Assertive. There we go. And we'll start the match.